gotta be stuck on my ass trying to eavesdrop.
Right.
Going through my fucking phone, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lack of trust. Get ready for the control. I've had fucking plugs and wires pulled out under my hood because he didn't want me to go nowhere. He's called the police and said, like, she's hitting me. And I'd be like 20 feet away from him. And he'd lock me out of the house with no shoes, keep my keys and my cell phone, and then be mad because I don't leave. I'm like, hello, we live on the fucking highway. You know? Give me my keys or my phone, pick one, or a pair of shoes.
You can't tell me to leave and keep my shit that makes me able to leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, last weekend, somebody did something to my car, and it wasn't starting. And I was like, okay, Rusty, I don't know what's wrong with my car. It was just running fine. And he got in there, he's like, oh, your battery's dead. I was like, really? He's like, oh, the key was left on. I was like, well, you left the key on because you're the only other person that was here. And he was leaving to go to Lowe's or something, and he was like, oh, are you leaving while I'm gone? I was like, no.
Right.
I'm finishing what you didn't finish here. And, like, I was gluing down. He let me glue down the linoleum myself. Crazy shit. But he fucking went and turned my key on and left. So my battery would die.
Yeah.
And my friend Kim was like, are you sure he didn't do it? I was like, I don't know if he did or not. I don't know.
Oh,
but now that you say that, then it had to have been.
There's a very good chance, yeah. And, like, I gave him $600 3 years ago for a part for my car, and he's still telling me that it hasn't came in yet.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah.
That I'm the loser and I'm worthless. I don't know.
Like, that's how it was with me and my ex.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, though, I can't figure it out because he doesn't do drugs anymore. And I'm like, what is it? I know he does his tabs and shit, but still, something's not right. But I don't know.
Yeah.
For now, he seems okay, but I do have a backup plan. That is for sure.
Yeah, just make sure you have a backup plan.
Because I'm fortunate enough where, like, my ex-in-laws take care of me a whole lot. Their son was a big fuck-up, meth head, whatever. My first kid's dad. So they're always they keep me in taxes, like my vehicle. They pay for my gas and all that shit. But pretty much, they are my backup plan as of now in my parents' house. I don't want to be back in that situation, but I have to. So I'm not going to be in an abusive situation anymore.
Right.
Wow.
And the thing is, Rusty, he's too nice. Like, he's kind of like I don't know. He's like anything I'm like, oh, I want this. He's like, oh, I'll go get it. I'm like, no, we're not spending money on that.
Right.
It's crazy. And then he'll be like, oh, I'm broke, and then come home with a 12-pack of beer, and I'm like, really? I thought you said you were broke.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's...
Always saying he's broke. He's never fucking broke.
No. Everything's paid off, and he makes over $1,000 a week.
Yep. Oh, and he tried telling me I don't make as much money anymore. I was like, I don't care. I didn't ask how much money you make. I don't ask for shit from you.
Yeah. Oh, he's a liar.
He's not honest with that kind of shit.
No.
And he, like, I don't know, I just don't understand. He's doing some dumb shit. He does the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, the beds and shit, he's saying he's going to take them down and take them over there. I'm like, well, you need to do it because we're getting bunk beds in the girls' room, and my little one has a little bed, and then a futon for Preston so that he can lay it down or sit on the couch and play his games. But he fucking still hasn't taken the beds down. I started taking Sophie's apart today.
Yeah.
My 2-year-old's trying to climb over the top of the rail things in there, and I'm like...
Well, it sucks because this house has one closet, and their dressers are built into their beds.
Yeah, I saw that. Those are really nice beds. Yeah, and Sophie was saying something about there's only one closet in the house, and I was like, man. I was like, Rusty, really? Do they not have dressers you can take over there for them? Obviously, how's she going to fit all this shit in her car? She's got 2 brothers. I'm like, if they're anything like my brothers, then she can wait till next year probably on them, and it still won't get done.
Well, he only approved Josh to go get the stuff, not my brother Chris, in court. And both his cars were broke down. To my knowledge, both of them are still broke down. And he knew that because Josh's car was broke down at his work for months.
Well, I'm going to tell him he's got to get it done because that's bullshit letting your kids sleep on the floor.
Well,
on mattress.
Yeah, it's crap keeping the washer, the dryer, the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah, and the refrigerator. It's like, I was like, why do you need the refrigerator? What, Michaela? Go play with your sissy.
Yeah.
But I was like, why do you need the refrigerator? And he's like, oh, well, I ended up trading the refrigerator for the TV. I was like, why do you need the TV? What are your kids watching? How are they going to play their games, watch TV, or do anything?
He don't care.
He kept saying, oh, fuck her. And I was like, it's not about her. It's about your kids.
Right.
But yeah, he was like, well, not wanting to let the refrigerator go. I was like, how are they supposed to have food, milk for cereal, anything?
In the
What
middle of
against
winter. And the thing is, he knew that my car was out of gas from going back and forth to the refrigerator. And Sophie kept calling him to see if she'd come get her to take her to get something to eat. And all he did was say, if your mom can't fucking feed you, then you shouldn't fucking live with her. And he just hang up on her.
Yes, I was there. I was with him. I was with him when he was doing that. And I was like, are you serious? I said, Rusty, if nothing else, why don't you just go by McDonald's and take them some food?
Yeah, they were really sick over Christmas break. He has no idea how sick they were. All they had was ramen noodles to the degree where Preston was dry heaving and throwing noodles up in his mouth and wouldn't even eat. They just
And we had a
slept.
bad Christmas day. We had a bad Christmas day. My ex called me at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was supposed to have my kids that morning. And like, oh, can you bring Michaela to me? I was like, no, 7 o'clock in the morning. We haven't even opened presents yet. So he insisted. So I went and met him. Then the freaking stove at my house broke. I had a horrible day. Oh, and that was whenever I was yelling at you in my yard because I came home with Amy and Rusty just got off the phone bitching about something. And I was like, okay, you know what? I had a horrible Christmas morning. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I went off.
Yeah, it's because Preston wanted me to go get him. And Rusty wasn't having it.
No, he said that I'm not letting her have the kids right now. It's Christmas Day. Their presents are opened. I had to let my kid open her present in 5 minutes and go meet her dad.
Yeah, well, I didn't even have Christmas for him. It wasn't that. It was just Preston wanted picked up. He didn't want to be there.
Yeah. And plus, he kept trying to, like, when we went shopping, he was trying to get Sophie a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, what about Preston? Preston, hello, what about Preston? He's like, oh, Preston doesn't really like toys and stuff anymore. I'm like, so get him some games. Get him something he wants for Christmas. So I got him a cheap, shitty iPod that's old as dirt.
Yeah.
And Sophie the good one, trying to get Sophie all this good stuff. And I was like, you got enough stuff for Sophie. And in fact, I didn't even, when we went wrapping presents, I was like, you know, you got her 5 extra items, and I'm sorry, I'm not letting her have that much more stuff than Preston.
Yeah. You know, he told the kids that he told Preston and Sophie that Santa Claus didn't go to your house for them because they have bad grades. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. They don't have bad grades. He has no clue. He doesn't know anything about these kids.